If there's one thing that most independent record labels have in common, it's that, most of them are widely known for promoting, like, certain bands of a specific genre. Like, for example, I told you in previous videos that, how, Metropolis Records and Wax Tracks, they're mostly known for, promoting, mostly like electronica, industrial bands and artists. And then you get like there's other labels like Epitaph, Side One Dummy, and Vagrant. A lot of those labels, they're mostly known for promoting like bands of like various punk subgenres. A very well-known independent label is Metal Blade Records. They've been around for a long time. I think they're still around, and they've been like very popular during like the '80s. When they promoted like Slayer and Hollow's Eve. Two thrash metal groups that I like. Of course, everybody knows Slayer, and so over the years, they've promoted like metal bands of various metal genres, ranging from Cannibal Corpse to the Black Dahlia Murder to 6 Feet Under, Cattle Decapitation. Um, I think Job for a Cowboy, had something to do with Metal Blade. Yeah, just like a lot of those, a lot of those bands were a part of that label, but on occasional on occasional moments though there will be like certain bands that are a part of that record label but are not a part of the same genre. Like for instance, before they became famous, the Goo Goo Dolls were actually a part of Metal Blade Records, but there was like a controversy in which like Metal Blade like cheated them out of their salary, when they were playing gigs. It's like a totally complicated story. I like read about it, on like when I watched a episode of Behind the Music with the Goo Goo Dolls. So yeah, they were a part of that genre, a part of that label, before they became mainstream. Because like back in like the very very early '90s, they were like still they weren't as popular as they were now. So like like I said, on occasional moments there will be that like one band or artist a part of a certain label, but not like of the same genre as most of the basic bands that the labels are known for promoting. And this is a primary example of that. This is a band called Die Monster Die. From the title of the band, it may sound like a thrash metal group, but it's not. It's actually like alternative rock, a little bit like with a little shoegazing in the mix. Um, this is actually one of the two albums that they have made. You know, this band is like incredibly obscure, like incredibly like off the map. You probably never heard of this until you have probably watched this video. So this band Die Monster Die, they're actually a part of Roadrunner Records. Roadrunner is like mostly known for promoting bands like Slipknot, Il Nino, Killswitch Engage, Obituary, um, Sepultura, mostly like metal bands of like various genres. But like I said, this particular band stands out of like the usual, genre that Roadrunner is known for. So during like summer 2008, I found this actually at a dollar store. In fact, it's the same dollar store I found that Videodrone album. The band I discussed in my very first episode. So I, found this, and the title of it sounded interesting. And like, when I looked at the side of it, I noticed that it said Roadrunner Records. So at the time, I kind of assumed that it was a very underrated metal band that Roadrunner has not discussed. But like when I bought it for $1 and like I uploaded on my computer, I was taken by surprise. It actually sounded. It is like they sound like they have like a similar sound, and the lead singer has like has similar vocals to like the vocalist from the Cranberries, and kind of like the vocalist from Belly. Those two bands are very, this band is very similar to those two I just mentioned, and like I really enjoy this album. It is like totally 90s. I love a lot of alternative, shoegazing of the 90s. I'm still trying to get into that, a lot more. I like so like I said, this is like one of the two albums that they have made, and obviously they have long since disbanded. This is their album Withdrawal Method, and like the only single that they have on this album is Swallowed, which is the second single, which is the second track of this album. See, they have I know it's a single because they obviously have like a music video to that song, and of course it's like the only music video that they released for any of the songs off this album. And so, but the entire album is excellent. Barnacle has very haunting melodies. The first track is called Barnacle. It's the entire album is very haunting. The lead vocalist has such beautiful and soothing vocals. It's not like totally heavy. It's mostly, I mean, it's not like hard rock or anything like that, but it's, like I said, it's alternative. It's actually very soothing to listen to. It's like very, when you got like a lot of shit on your mind and you want to take your mind off things, this is actually, a perfect way to clear your head. Just put this on your stereo and just listen to like the vocalists, and and like the guitar sound. Just, and like I said, I was like really taken by surprise when I bought this album, because like for $1, you can find like I remember when like dollar stores used to sell CDs. I mean, they still sell like, DVDs from like releases from like Magnet and Magnolia Pictures. But like I remember they used to sell CDs. I bought like one Fish album and one Less Than Jake album from my nearest Dollar Tree in Des Plaines. But I found this one at a mall in Niles. The mall's a piece of crap though now. It's almost like a fucking ghost town, like most malls nowadays. But and like I said, I actually found like some other good stuff from that Dollar Tree that I went to. When I found this, there's like this band called Terror Vision. They're like sort of like a alternative rock group that that doesn't get a lot of airplay, but this I would seriously check this band out. I would seriously, you know, look them up on like Discogs, and you can see like the albums that they have released. The two, you know, the only two that they have you know released. You know, during this was released in '94. Like they had like another album, but I don't think there were any specific singles for that one album. But I would definitely give this a try. You know, because like I love bands like, you know, the Cranberries, Belly, the Cardigans. You know, just any band that has like you know a female vocalist. Like I said in a few previous videos, I love bands like Veruca Salt and Juliana Hatfield, and so this is kind of in the same league as those bands, but yeah, this I would check this band out if you are into those bands that I just mentioned. If you find this at like your local thrift store, I would seriously recommend this. Die Monster Die, their album Withdrawal Method, released in 1994 through Roadrunner Records. Thanks for watching.